City of champions, too many hate but can't claim it. Dallas Cowboys, the Maverick Stars, and the Rangers. Come on down and be time, you know what make you famous. To walk around rowdy and proud, how could you blame us? So take a time out with Jeff now for your breaking news. Like, subscribe, and comment like you know what to do. New free agents, newest trades, all the sports exclusives. Even if you need a smile, Jeff gon' act a fool. Just sit tight and listen close for your favorite team. Never know what deal just might pop across your screen. Or new injuries or who just might be out for weeks. Sports predictions, stats on your fantasy. So get your ticket out and double check all your numbers. It's a chance you could've hit the spread over and under. I'm finna be ballin' for the summer with no drama. Jeff, tell him where you coming from.
Man, welcome, good people. How you doing out there? You already know who it is. It's your boy Jeff, Time Out with Jeff Sports Podcast host. Man, be sure, before we get started, man, be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and notify, so you're notified when we go live, man. Jumping on this thing right now, man. I don't know, maybe my other co-hosts and fellas will join me at a later time, but we shall see, man. But hey, with that being said, man, I'm just going to go ahead and welcome you back to episode 147, Time Out with Jeff, man. We got a lot on tap tonight. College football, 12-team playoff prediction. The Chiefs, will they miss the playoffs, or will they get on a run, a late season run with a 5-5 record? And then we're going to recap week 11 and then give you these week 12 NFL picks. But hey, man, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that share button, man, and then hit the notification button so you know when we're going live, man. So it's episode 147. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. College football playoffs, man. It's getting down to the nitty gritty, man. And hey, my Texas boys have pretty much probably fell out the playoff prediction, man. Drop it to like the number 17 at a 7-3 record. I've never seen a team that I can recall making the playoffs at 7-3. They sit at number 17. They still have 2 games remaining on the schedule. And so they have unranked Arkansas, and they have number 3 ranked Texas A&M. That's a big game. I know they said they had to win at least one of the 2 games against Georgia or A&M. So that's a big game, the last game of the season for Texas, the Longhorns. Will they be able to pull it off? Because as y'all know, man, A&M was down huge to South Carolina, and they came back, and I think they held South Carolina to 0 points the second half. So A&M is the truth this year. They have turned that program around after years and years of mediocrity and falling short and making just getting enough wins to make the playoffs. So we shall see if A&M can hold on. I do believe they lose to Texas. They won't fall out the college football playoffs. But let's go ahead and look at the predictions. And I did my updated predictions. Well, that's what the current status is. Right now it's showing old status. Indiana is still in that spot. Texas A&M is still in that spot. Ohio State is still there. But Alabama has fallen out of that spot, and Georgia is in that spot now. Texas is no longer in that spot. So the current and updated playoff picture right now, you have in the first round, you have Tulane at number 12, Texas Tech at number 5, at number 9, the 8-9 matchup. You have Oklahoma will face Notre Dame currently, and then you have the 6th seed Ole Miss will battle 11th seed Miami to finish off the first round. The college football players, you will have number 10 Alabama and number 7 Oregon. So the 4 teams that get the bye, of course, Ohio State. They've been number 1 ever since they knocked out Texas first game of the season. They've held on to the number 1 spot. So I don't look to see them losing that spot. at all. Then you have Indiana number 2. Are they for real? Who knows? But they're the 2 spot. I believe Indiana lost late last season. And fell out the college football playoffs. I had to go back and do some research. But there you have Texas A&M at number 3. Shout out to the Aggies, the Lone Star State with the Texas team being in there. That's always a plus. But then you also have Texas Tech in there, so that's a plus. It's good to see those Texas teams in there. And then you got number 4 Georgia. So the top 25 right now, as we speak, you have, of course, I went down Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech at number 5, Ole Miss, Oregon at 7, Oklahoma at 8, Notre Dame at 9, Alabama at 10. And then you have BYU at 11. Could they get in there, sneak in with a 9-1 record? Just depends on how they finish out the season and things like that. Utah at number 12, Miami at number 13, Vandy, USC round out top 15. They all are 8-2. Utah through USC are 8-2. Then you have Georgia Tech at 9-1 at the 16 spot. Then Texas at number 17, Michigan at 8-2, Virginia number 19, Tennessee at the 20th spot. They 7-3. Illinois, Mizzou 21-22 at 7-3. They probably finish in the top 25, but they probably won't get a spot in the college football playoffs. Then Houston at 8-2 at 23, Tulane at 24 at 8-2, and then Arizona State rounds out top 25. Arizona was a surprise team last year. They gave Texas a scare in that college football playoffs, and ultimately Texas pulled it off against Arizona State. Man, that's where Scatterboo really made his name, running back for the New York Giants, who's currently out right now. So we'll see. Can Texas get in there? Can they take somebody's spot? They would probably have to jump Tulane possibly to get in that spot. They will have to definitely beat Texas A&M. They have to beat Arkansas for sure, who's unranked. I think they'll need to beat them convincingly. And then they would have to go on and beat A&M, which A&M is a number 3 seed. And I think that will propel Texas to they would get in 9 wins on the season. That'll be a 9-3 record if they ultimately win out. And I think they'll get in. So my prediction would be, okay, I don't see nothing change at the top 4 with Ohio State, Georgia, A&M, Indiana. I don't see anything changing. But then I think Texas, they win out. They take the spot for Tulane. Tulane is I can't see their record, but they in that spot right now. I don't know where they came from, but that's what I got. And then I don't know if Miami will fall out or not. Miami's 8-2. Ole Miss is 10-1. I don't think they will fall out. I think it'll either be possibly Miami or Tulane that'll fall out. If Texas was the jump, if they would go on and win out and knock out A&M. Texas got to bring their A game. Sorry about that. I was checking some notes. But Texas got to bring their A game against A&M to get that spot. Like I said, I think the top 4 stays the same. And then Texas stay in there. Oklahoma's going to stay in. Ole Miss stay in Oregon. Alabama, they probably go always get them in there. I think Alabama, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I think Alabama missed last season. I think I have to go back. Don't have my extra hands right now to tell me, man, but I think they missed it. That's my prediction. We will touch base back on this at a later date and see what ultimately comes out of this college football playoffs. But they don't want to take too much time on that. It's just my prediction. If Texas wins that, they would get that final 12th spot and possibly get a rematch with Georgia if they can face like a Texas Tech team and face Georgia again. So hey, we shall see. We shall see on that. You comment, tell me what your predictions are for the college football playoffs, top 12 teams and see how close you can get, how accurate you can get. But man, football season, we are 10 games into the season. Be sure, like I said, to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, man. And hit that notification. But we are 10 games into the season, 10, 11 games to the NFL season. And some weeks ago, we touched base on the Lamar Jackson-less Baltimore Ravens and would they make the playoffs. And so Alabama did not make the playoffs in 2024. Okay, so I was pretty much accurate on that. I knew it. But Kansas City, ranked number 11. Okay, so even though they ranked number 11, I think by having the amount of losses they had, that hurt them. But let's look at Kansas City. Kansas City is currently, I believe, 5-5, and so they're out of the playoff picture right now. And I'm gonna go back over their schedule right now. They lost a tough one to the Chargers by 6. They lost a close one to the Eagles by 3. They beat the Giants. They beat the Ravens. They lost 3-3 by to the Jaguars. They beat the Lions. They beat the Raiders, of course. Beat the Commanders. Lost a close one by 7 to the Bills. They lost a close one this past weekend to the Broncos. So all their losses, except for all their losses have been close. So they're 5-5, I believe. They're 5-5, I believe. And so they remain in schedule this week. They had the Colts, Cowboys on Thanksgiving, the Texans that should be a win, the Chargers again for a rematch in that division, the Titans, the Broncos another game, and then the Raiders. That's a good question. Will the Chiefs miss the playoffs? They are currently 5-5, I believe. Currently 5-5. Let me be sure. So the Chiefs, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. Yes. They're actually scoring more this season, the Chiefs. They're actually scoring more, but they are falling. They're falling a little short at the end. I'm looking at. I'm thinking they're gonna lose to the Colts. Lose to the Cowboys, beat the Texans, lose against the Chargers, lose to the Broncos. I think they have about 1, 2, 3 more wins in them to go. Got to give them 8 wins to go 8-9. With less penalties, they may be okay. Yeah, that's true. Less penalties. I just think the dynasty has run its course with the Chiefs. It may not be the same. I know through text that was saying the Chiefs getting the playoffs, they are dangerous. And that's, of course, you don't want to get into the playoffs and get it to allow the Chiefs to get in and then have to deal with them in the playoffs, because Mahomes and Andy Reid together, they could do magic. They could do magic. So I'm going to say currently right now with what they have remaining, the Chiefs will miss the playoffs this season. and finish with an 8-9 record. That's my prediction right now. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking the Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs right now because the AFC, matter of fact, the AFC conference right now, you have the Patriots sitting at 9-2, the Bills at 7-3, the Steelers. I think there's only one team possibly come out that division. Whoever wins that division out of the Steelers or the Ravens, whoever takes it, because the Steelers are 6-4 right now, the Ravens are 5-5. They've got new life. The Steelers have let them back into the conversation to win the division. Then you have the Colts at 8-2, the Jaguars 6-5. The Texans have moved to 5-5. Wow, didn't see that. So that Texans game against the Chiefs might not be a for sure win for the Chiefs. Then you had the Broncos at 9-2, the Chargers 7-4, and then the Chiefs are 5-5 in their respective division. So they have to climb up past two teams. So if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, the division leaders, and then you got the Chargers wild card, Jaguars wild card, and then Bills wild card. That's 7. They have to surpass the Jags, the Chargers, and possibly the Bills to get in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't see the Chiefs making the playoffs. Mahomes, you hate to see somebody like Andy Reid go out like this. If this is possibly his last year coaching, possibly. Travis Kelce being his last run, possibly. Chris Jones, staple on that defense. You hate to see this be his last run and miss the playoffs. So, but I can see the Chiefs missing the playoffs. So that's my prediction. You give yours, good people, and we shall see. And so be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, man. Hit the notification button so you're notified. Go live, man. We had a lot of fireworks in week 11. Week 11, you had a lot of fireworks. Let's get a little recap here. Week 11. Let me get my notes together on side of the people. So week 11, here you had, put that right there. And so week 11, you had the yes, it's definitely uncharted territory with them fighting for survival at 5-5. They don't have no room for error. So they pretty much probably gonna have to win that, or they're gonna suffer one loss, and that will put them going. They have to go like 10-11-6, basically. Have to go like 11-6, I think, to make the playoffs. So you had Patriots Jets. That was good. Then you had the I think Spain game with the Commanders and Dolphins. The Commanders, I think they're done. It was a terrible game. But the game that really got me was the Panthers and Falcons was a good one. The Bears and Vikings. Seahawks Rams was a heck of a game. Then the Chiefs Broncos. That was a heck of a game. So some good games. You had the Colts and the Saints that was on the bye week. So the Colts got the kind of got the rest up. Cowboys got some reinforcements on, especially on defense, with the new additions of Quinn Williams, and Logan Wilson. Then coming back from Overshawn and Revel coming back. So I know a lot of people say it was just the Raiders, but hey, a win is a win. It's NFL. You take it how you get it. And that's what we go do. That's what we go do. And so week 11 was what it was. The teams that we expected to win, they won pretty much. I don't think it was no surprises there. The Patriots won. They did do. Dolphins, that was a toss-up between them and the Commanders. Packers pretty much did what they supposed to do. Texans and Titans. Texans got to 500. The Panthers held out the Falcons. Falcons are still fighting for playoff hopes. The Bears and Vikings, that was a playoff implications. Chargers and Jaguars. I don't know what happened with the Chargers scored 6 points. I don't know. The Jaguars had their number this weekend. Buccaneers and Bills. The Bills, I think they had to bounce back from a week prior, so they bounced back with a win. Then the Bengals and Steelers. Got to check out Aaron Rodgers. I think something with his thumb or something. So we'll check on that. Hopefully that's okay. So we shall see, man. That was week 11. And so with that being said, this we had 15 games on the slate, man, and we do these weekly picks every week, and so these records, it's getting tight. It's getting tight in there. So with that being said, I did pretty well, but the other guys did pretty well too. I was 12-3, Chris being 11-4, Larry, aka Jeezy, being 10-5, Jonathan and Mike 9-6. I think Mike thought he was 8-7, but he actually went 8-9-6. Then Chaz 12-3. Our old Chaz won. He left me out to pick him. I probably would have won the pick 'em sheet this week with this record and everything, but he left me out. Sid and LA, they had one game better, 13-2. Billy was 10-5. Billy could have went 11-4 if you would have chose the Cowboys. I know you ain't gonna never go with the Cowboys. That's just to give me. And then Robert and Kendon, they were 12-3, and then when Walter guest picker, he was 8-7. I don't know. I think he got to stop let ChatGPT pick his picks, like he said, because that's not working out for him. So maybe he'll come up with a new strategy on how to pick his picks. Overall, I'm sitting at 103-61. Chris is 115-49. Larry, aka Jeezy, is at 107-57. Jonathan's at 103-61. Mike, he ain't hit the 100 mark. He had 98-66. Chaz is at 113-51. He's hanging in there. He hanging in there with old Chris. Yeah, ChatGPT, that's what he told me in this text. So he go out to find somebody else. I don't think they understand about picking. Said that's taking the lead over Chris by 116-48. Then Billy's at 108. You got three guys at 108-56. That's Billy, LA, and Robert. Then Kendon's hanging on. He's in third right now. It's getting tight. 114-50. And then my guest picker, Walter's at 93-71, sitting in last place. So maybe he can. I don't know. Maybe he can Google this time and get his picks and see what happens. Maybe he can Google and get his picks. So we'll see on that. But like I said, man, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the notification button so you're notified and go live, man. But it's week 12. It's getting tight. It's getting tight in there. It's getting getting a little thick in there. Getting this race is picking up. Let me check. Let me get to the records, because we got AFC battle on Thursday. Yeah, the Bills at 7-3 on the road against the 5-5 Texans. I'm going to go Bills. I think they on a run. They're trying to catch the Patriots. That division has been run by the Patriots in the back in the the Tom Brady era, then the Bills took over, and then it's going back and forth. Now, gotta come in. Do you think the Rams are the NFL's best team? Honestly, I think right now I would say probably the Colts, but nobody's consistent. Uh, one week they look like they were beaters, the next they don't. So now speaking of the Colts, 8-2 on the road against the Chiefs, 5-5. I think the Chiefs fall, and I'm going with the Colts. I could be wrong, but I'm going with the Colts. Then we got the Titans 1-9, fighting for first pick. They already got their quarterback, so I don't think they're gonna go quarterback in the draft. The Seahawks, I'm sorry, I got to give them things up. The Seahawks and the Titans. The Seahawks are 7-3. They second in the NFC West. I'm going Seahawks to stay afloat in that division. Then you have the Vikings and Packers. This is an NFC North battle. The Vikings are 4-6. The Packers are 6-3-1. I'm gonna go Pack. Even though the Cowboys had a first round pick, the more the Vikings lose, they can just fall on out of playoff picture, and it just eliminates even more and more teams in the NFC playoff picture. Then you have the Jets and Ravens. Let me get back to the AFC. The Jets are 2-8. I think they have nailed it in. I know they're gonna still fight and battle with Aaron Glenn as their head coach. But the Ravens are trying to stay afloat with the Steelers, so I'm going Ravens on that pick. Giants and the Lions. Lions coming off bad loss. Giants are 2-9. I don't know who's gonna be a quarterback. I don't know my man Jameis Winston. We eat dubs or what go be on, but then you have the Lions at 6-4. Just going against who they are in a bounce back. I'm gonna go Lions, but I could see the Giants upsetting them. Lions are 6-4. Steelers and the Bears. The Bears are leading that division 7-3. The Steelers are 6-4. The Bears have home field advantage this game. I'm going Bears. Could be wrong. Depending on Aaron Rodgers' health. Then the Patriots 9-2 against the Bengals 3-7. Jamar Chase has been suspended. He wants to spit on folks and get fined. So hey, their top weapons gonna be out. Give me the Patriots to go to get their 10th win. I don't know if that would clinch anything for them, but that'll get them 10 wins. The Browns 2-8 against the Raiders 2-8. This could be probably the Dookie Bowl for both teams, but I'm gonna go with the Browns just with the defense that they have with Myles Garrett. Then you have the Jaguars and the Cardinals. Jaguars are trying to stay afloat in their division. They 6-4. Cardinals are 3-7. They falling apart. Give me the Jags. Eagles and Cowboys. You already know we coming. We let y'all escape week 1. CeeDee Lamb dropped about 4 passes. Miles Sanders, who's on IR out for the season, fumbled deep in the territory. We on the scoring drive. Eagles are 8-2. Cowboys 4-5-1. I think we can stay afloat and keep our playoff hopes alive and get to 5-5-1. Of course, I'm going with my Cowboys. I'm not going against them. I don't care if they was 0 for and didn't have no wins. I'm still going with them. Falcons at 3-7 against the Saints. 2-8. Don't matter. I go with the Falcons just for the sake. Kirk Cousins, do you like that? Is coming in because Michael Penix Jr. might be out for the season. Rams and Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 6-4, trying to stay ahead in the NFC South. They're going against the Rams at 8-2. Rams at home. I'm gonna just take the Rams. To go 9-2 and stay ahead of the division, keep the 49ers and the Seahawks at bay. And then the 7-4 49ers are at home against the 6-5 Panthers. I'm gonna say 49ers right now. I'm gonna say 49ers, but I could be wrong. And that'll put the Panthers at 6-6. They lose, they go to 6-6. They get a little closer to falling down, and we could catch them. So we shall see. But those are my picks. I have the rest of the fellas' picks at a later date. By teams, you got the Commanders who need a bye. They're 3-8. Then you have the Broncos who are 9-2. They have a bye. The Chargers who are 7-4. They have a bye, and the Dolphins who could use a break coming off a win at 4-7. So those are the teams who have a bye. We have 14 games on the slate this week. So be sure to tune in. Thursday Night Football is coming up. Can Josh Allen get his team back on the road? But hey, this has been my time tonight, man. Hey, it is what it is. It's episode 147. Doing live every week. See y'all next week as we come in for our pre-Thanksgiving episode that Tuesday, going into Thanksgiving break, man. So, hey, enjoy y'all tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming back watching. Those who watch at a later time. Episode 147. Get ready to sign off for the night. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification button. Oh yeah, let's go DeSoto Chiefs. Real quick, man. My son is 10 on 10U defensive tackle. As my brother called him, Big Dog. And he plays offensive guard on the line. Going for the championship. Get a chance to avenge an early season loss to the defending 10U champions, the Defenders. And so 2 p.m. R.L. Anderson Stadium in Mansfield. If you don't have anything else going on, come out early. You have flags starting at, I think, 10, 8U championship at 12. 10U is my son DeSoto Chiefs at 2, and then you have the 12U, the big boy, at 4. But I will be there with my Chiefs gear on, DeSoto Chiefs at that. Not Kansas City Chiefs, DeSoto Chiefs to cheer on Coach Tim, his coaching staff, and DeSoto Chiefs to avenge an early season loss by 2 early in the season. So my son get his first championship, man, and savor that moment. There's something these young men will cherish for the rest of their lives, man. So, hey, see y'all next week. And have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday tomorrow. Peace.
City of champions, too many hate but can't claim it. Dallas Cowboys, the Maverick Stars, and the Rangers. Come on down to D-Time, you know what make you famous. To walk around rowdy and proud, how could you blame us? So take a time out with Jeff now for your breaking news. Like, subscribe, and comment like you know what to do. New free agents, newest trades, all the sports exclusives. Even if you need a smile, Jeff gon' act a fool. Just sit tight and listen close for your favorite team. Never know what deal just might pop across your screen. Or new injuries or who just might be out for weeks. Sports predictions, stats on your fantasy. So get your ticket out and double check all your numbers. It's a chance you could have hit the spread over and under. I'm finna be ballin' for the summer with no drama. Jeff, tell him where you coming from.